Okay. So yesterday giving you some task like, posting information onto the charter. Okay. Let's try to make it today. Let's say, for example, this situation has been possible with process builder also. We have done with the process builder. Okay. Let me inactivate that. So just deactivated the configuration stuff, what we have done in the earlier. So I'm trying to make the same thing with the coding stuff. Okay, I guess there is another option also. It is in the inactive mode only, no worries. And these are all are in the inactive mode. Okay. So now come back and you have to understand something. Come here, clear all this stuff, type like a case. This is a case and there is an object called feed item. Okay, it is not showing. Okay, no worries. So come here, we know that. So whenever I open a case, if I created a new case with a high priority, its status as a new and the priority as a high. So, and you want to be post something information onto the case charter, right? Onto the case charter from the trigger. Let us see how we can do that. Okay. So that two objects are involved. Charter is nothing but a feed item. Okay, charter is nothing but a feed item. Let's open it. Feed. This is a feed item. This is the object, what I want. Okay. So now two objects are involved, right? Two objects are involved, like case and feed. Whenever a case has been created with some criteria, then I want to post something information onto the charter. What is my goal? Posting information onto the charter. When that goal has to be satisfied, when you are posting something information, I mean, whenever the case new high priority case has been created, so that you have to create trigger on case. You have to create trigger on case after insert. Okay. Why I'm going for after insert only means because feed item will have some parent ID. Parent ID. Parent ID is nothing but a case ID. So we have to provide a case ID. So that's why only for particular case, this feed item is going to be inserted. Okay. So we need case ID. To get a case ID, I cannot put a before insert, right? I have to put only the after insert. Okay. So let's try. So case trigger, I'm choosing the object like a case. Okay, it's already there. And so I'm going with the after insert. Save this one. Now let's come here, put like this. Trigger dot is after and trigger dot is insert. Okay, these are the context variables. Now you have to iterate each and every case because I want to populate each and every case which is satisfied. I need to provide a feed item. So I'm iterating to the cases. Case CS equal to trigger.new. So trigger.new will be available inside a trigger.new will be available for an after insert as well. So now I'm checking the conditions. Okay. If CS dot status double equal to new and CS dot priority equal to high priority, then only you want to create a feed item. So I'll create a feed item like this. What is the API name of that feed item? Like this, feed item. Okay, feed item. So what are the necessary values will be available for a feed item? Okay, so let's check the previous values. ID, parent ID. If you want to post any body, so these are the title. If you want title, so these are the required things. So let's see, execute. So body title. So like this, it will come. Okay. But populating a parent ID is very important for us. So I need these details. So I need these details. So let's copy the parent ID. Item.parent ID. From where I will get the parent ID? CS.id. Okay. It will have the parent ID. And what next? You want to provide a body here. So I'll provide the body. So I'm just making as a trigger post. And I will supply something information like CS subject. Case number. I'm going to provide a case number. CS dot case number. So like this, I'm just preparing the body and what else are required. Enough. Those two is enough. Okay. Now collect each and every feed item. So because you're, let's say if you're going to create a 10 high priority cases, 10 feed items has to be created and respect to their parent, right? So you have to capture all those feed items. So let's capture within the list. To write such kind of an, you know, you need the fundamentals very strong. Then only you will come to know. Because see this is already written code only. This code is already written so many times, but I just changed the object. That's it. See, gathering all those feed items in a collection variable. Right. So come out of this for loop and check it whether this list is empty or not. If it is not empty, insert it. So it will insert. Let us try. So this is a case. I will give testing trigger and the status is new and the priority is high. Okay. These two is necessary to post something information on Shutter. Just now, just click on the save. See, case has been saved successfully. Okay. See, trigger post. Texting trigger is my subject. Case number is automatically okay. So whenever this case number will come here, okay, whenever the record has been kept, because it's auto-generated number. And why this feed item has been posted directly onto this respective case means because you are supplying the parent ID. You are supplying the parent ID. This is the only logic. Okay. So yesterday's example, this example similar. Whenever account has been created, we created a case object, case record in the case object. Similarly, so similarly, okay, whenever a new case is creating, we are just posting information onto the charter. That's it. So these kind of requirements will be there. Yeah? This is a very simple requirement. This requirement we can also achieve with a process builder. Okay. So I just want to tell you, like, your trigger can work like a process builders. Your trigger can work like, field updates of your workflow. Your trigger can work on like, your validation rules, so many things. Now let's coming back to the another situation. Let's understand this situation. Okay. Clearly understand. In this situation, there are two users are there. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So there are two users are there. One is Srikanth. And another user too, called as sales rep. You consider this is admin. Okay, because we have only two users. So like this, you can consider. Okay. Right? Two users are there for us now. Now, we have account records. Let us say A1 is account record, A2 is account record, A3 is account record, A4 is account record. How many records are there? 4 account records are there. For every record, there will be a owner. There will be a owner field will be there. Okay. This owner is Srikanth. This owner is also a Srikanth. Okay. This owner is also a Srikanth. This owner is a sales rep. Two users are there. Okay. Users will be available in the user object. Accounts will be available. There are four accounts are there. These 4 accounts are available in the account object. Okay. These two are belongs to the user object. These are belongs to the account object. Now, what I am trying to say is, my situation is, if, let us say, if Srikanth is a logged in user, okay, then he can able to delete his records. If Srikanth is a logged in user and he is the owner, if Srikanth is the owner, and the logged in user is also Srikanth, both are the same, then you are allowing him to delete the record. Okay. If he's a something user, let's say I just logged into the sales rep. I logged into the sales rep and I'm trying to delete the account 1. I have to stop the execution because he is not the ownership. The sales rep is not the ownership for that account. Similarly, Srikanth has logged in and he's trying to the sales rep owner record. So he's trying to delete the account 4. I want to show an error message on the screen. Only authorized users should able to delete the account records. Understand clearly? Only authorized users should able to delete the account records. How would I know whether user is an authorized user or not? If the logged in user is the same, if logged in user is the same owner of the record, then you can able to read. That means, for example, this is an account. Who logged in here? Okay, here it shows the Manikanta. Okay, I'll make this name as Manikanta. This is not Srikanth. It is a Manikanta. Now logged in user is Manikanta. Who is the owner of this account? Manikanta. Then when he click on delete button, I must allow Manikanta to delete this account. Why? Why should I allow him means? Because he is the owner, logged in user and the owner, both are the same. Both are the same. So that I can allow him to delete it. Let us say there are some other users also, there are some other records also there for the sales reps. Let's say now logged in user is Manikanta, and when he's trying to delete the sales admin user record, I want to show error message on the screen because he's not authorized person, because this record is not belongs to the Manikantas. So that's the reason we have to show an error message. So how can we do? Two objects are involved, user object and account object. Whenever user is deleting the account record, okay, we need to validate whether that logged in user is a owner of that account record or not. If he is the account, if he is the owner, then allow him to delete that account. If he is not the owner, then stop deleting the process. Now you tell me, two objects are involved. On which object you will write a trigger? Okay, and what are the events? Anyone tell me? ఎప్పుడైతే నువ్వు అకౌంట్ రికార్డ్ని డిలీట్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నావో అప్పుడు వాలిడేషన్ అనేది చెక్ చేయాలి, whether he is a proper user or not. Whenever you are trying to delete the account record, okay, you should validate whether the user is a proper user or not. Now you tell me, trigger on which object? One guess.
Account.
Yeah, on account object.
On account object. Why account? Because when we are trying to delete the account record only, I want to show error message. Showing error message is my goal. Allowing to delete the account is my goal, right? Preventing deletion is also my goal, right? So that's the thing. How would I know whether account has been deleted or not? So I have to write trigger on account. Now tell me about the events. What event should I write?
Before delete.
Insert.
Insert? Why insert, man? It's already account records are there. I'm trying to delete. I want to capture the delete operation only.
Before delete event.
Before delete or after delete?
Before delete, because
Why
check
before delete?
only.
Yes, before
After
deleting,
if it checks also, yeah.
waste, right? After deleting, when you
Yes.
check the also, it is waste, use of waste, because it's already deleted. So before deleting the record, I want to check, okay, whether he is a proper. Why insert, man? I'm not inserting account record, right? I'm just deleting the account record. I want to capture the deleted accounts. Come here. Already one of the trigger has been written in this account trigger, right? Okay, so you can separate your logic, no worries. You put here before delete. Now you switch your logic. I'll switch my logic if trigger dot is before and trigger dot is delete. Right before delete, I want to check whether that particular user is belongs to it or not. So I will get all the account records, right? Now tell me, which context variable should I use in the delete operations? Trigger dot new map, old and old map. Which one you will use?
Old and old map.
Exactly, old and old map, because new and new map won't be available. Even if you refer, you will get a null pointer exception. You are not inserting a new data. You are working on the existing data that you are deleting. So no fresh data will be available. Either you can use old or old map. Okay. So this is the record. So this is the record, what it comes here. So I want to check. Okay. ACC dot owner ID. Okay. Owner ID not equal to, I want to go with the logged in user ID. How I will get the logged in user ID means there is an option called user info dot get user ID. Okay, this is a variable you can assign to the so primitive data type is an ID. You know, the importance of this one is user info. This is a new thing what I'm going to be tell you. User info means it will use always the login user results. So what is the meaning of this one means it will give the login user ID. Login user ID means Manikanta's ID. Owner ID means this sales admin ID, whatever it may be. Okay. If these both are mismatch, then show error message ACC dot add error, show error message saying that, okay, saying that, okay, you are not authorized to create this account. See, two different logics are there on the trigger. Okay, I just track those two different logics with the trigger context variables, right? This is another logic and this is another logic. What it is trying to say, okay, when you're trying to delete, it brings the old data and it checks the owner IDs with a logged in user ID. If both are different, then definitely it will stop to delete the account. So let's see, both are different here. Sales admin is different, Manikanta is different. So when you click on delete button, we are expecting to see an error message on the screen. See, validation error. What it's saying, you are not authorized to delete this account. Same, I just logged in with Manikanta only. Click on the customers. Open his account. This is the Manikanta's account. And logged in user is also Manikanta. Now when you click on delete, so it will happily allow you to delete. See, record has been deleted. That deleted record will be available in the recycle bin, right? So that is the beauty. So you can also prevent, okay? You can also prevent. Now it is a more advanced than your validation rule. Can you tell why it is more advanced than your validation rule? Because your validation rule will work only for insert operations and update operations, not for delete operations. But my trigger can work for the delete operations also. I'm just validating the data, right? I'm showing the error message. What your validation rule will do, validation rule also shows the error message. My trigger is also showing the error message, but at what time they are showing error message is very important. Okay. Validation rules will only work for insert operations and update operations. What about delete, right? It won't do. So slight variation. See, slight variation. We are just migrating the slight variations. What are the wonders of your trigger can do? Okay. So now what you're going to be concentration is your validation rule will only deals with insert mode and insert mode and update mode only. No delete mode it will come. But my trigger can deal delete operation, right? That is a beauty. Any doubts in this? See the code one more time. Very simple logic. Most askable interview question. This is the only challenge for us in this scenario. Okay. So when you log into an account, it gives the Manikantas. Okay. So similarly, when you log into the sales rep and you're trying to delete a record, this trigger will give the sales rep ID. If both are sales reps, it allows you to delete it. If any mismatch, it will show the error message for you. This is a small thing, but it will mostly askable in the interview questions. Okay. And we are going to use in our project as well. Okay. This is belongs to your project also. Okay. If anyone asks you, can you tell me any trigger scenario which is relevant to your project? You can say it. Unauthorized user should not able to delete my account records pass. So how can you decide who is an unauthorized user? Means if logged in user is mismatched with the owner, definitely he is not able to be delete the account records. So such kind of information you can give. Very simple and shortcut. So the interviewer will be very happy. Okay, these are the real-time scenarios, what I'm going to be delivering. Okay, coming back. So till now we have seen only two objects, right? So now let us see. This is account. There is a record on account called as A1, called as A2. Okay. And this account is related to one of the object called contact. One of the object called contact. Right. The different contacts are there. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. Let us say this account is associated with this 3 contacts. This account is associated with these contacts. Okay. Now, there is another object also involved here. Call it as cases. Call it as cases. We have cases like CS1, CS2, CS3, CS4, CS5, CS6, CS7, CS8, CS9. Right? See, this contact is holding 2 cases. Imagine it. This is holding this one. Okay, this is not holding anything. This is holding this one. Like this. Right? You consider an account can hold multiple contacts. A contact can hold its relevant multiple cases. Okay, that means you are going 2 layers down. Okay, 2 layers down. You are going to the 2 layers down. Now, what is my situation is there is a field on account called status. There is a field called status. Okay, let's see if that field is available or not. Okay. So there is a field called status. Okay, it's a pick list values. So basically this status will have 2 things. One is retail, prospect, no relation. Okay, 2 values will be there. 3 values will be there. You consider this is a pick list value And the pick list will having three values: retail, prospect, and no relation. Whenever if an account has been changed from either of these two to no relation, whenever the account has been changed the status to no relation, then that account related, contacts related cases must be closed. Are you getting the point? If an account has been closed with a no relation, that account related, contacts related cases must be closed. This is what we need. Okay, this is what we need. Are you getting the point? It's very, very simple. You understand?
Sir, explain చేయరా?
Yeah, tell me.
మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి రిపీట్
Yeah, I will repeat. Okay, I'll repeat in with a situation. See, let's go and create a field here. Call it as customer status. It's a pick list value. So I'll make three values: retail, prospect account, and no relation. I just created a field. Okay. So I'm creating a new account. So giving so I just created an account, populating some necessary values. Okay. Instead, I put it as a prospect. Save it. Now account data is available with the prospect. Okay. And it has a contact as well. Okay. Let me create another contact. So for this account, how many contacts have been created? 3 contacts have been created, right? Let's open all those 3 contacts. So these are the 3 contacts. Okay. For each and every contact, let me create some cases. I'm just creating some dummy data. I'm creating a case. Okay. Status is new. Okay. Status is new at the moment. I'm just creating dummy data. Save. Right. You can clone this case. This is a case 2. Now for this contact, I just created 2 cases. Now go for this case again. Go for this contact again. Second contact. Accounts are ready. This account is ready and just created 3 contacts. And for these 3 contacts, I have created 2 cases. And now going for the contact 2, and I'll create a one more case. CS3. So as per this diagram, I just created one account, okay, with status called, initially it is status called prospect. I created an account record with the status prospect, and I associated 3 contacts. For these 3 contacts, 2 of the contacts are having the cases. 3 cases I associated. Still the cases are in the new at the moment. At the moment, all those cases are in the new. Right? See. Here it has 1 case with the status as a new. Here it has 2 cases with the status as a new. Okay. Now, what my customers are doing is, they'll open the contact like, they'll open the account like this, and they change the status to a no relationship. Whenever they're changing the status to a no relationship, they'll go to each and every contact, and each and every contact will have the cases, right? They are trying to close these cases manually by clicking on this one. Okay, they're trying to close these cases manually, going here like this, closing these cases manually like this, and checking here. Okay, so like that. They're closing the cases manually. When account status has been changed either from retail or prospect to a no relationship. ఎప్పుడు అకౌంట్ స్టేటస్ నో రిలేషన్ కింద మారిపోయినప్పుడు ఆ అకౌంట్ కి సంబంధించిన చైల్డ్ రికార్డ్స్ కాంటాక్ట్ సంబంధించిన కేసెస్ ని క్లోజ్ చేసేస్తాం. We want to close. If there is no relation with the customer, then I don't want to serve the cases. So in that case, my agents are doing manually closing those cases. So instead of that, why don't we go for an automation process? There are 2 layers are there. If I want to manipulate this layer, I can go with a process builder, but I want to manipulate this layer. So that's why I can go for a trigger. Okay. So from here to here, we are jumping 2 levels. Okay. We are jumping 2 levels. You might ask the question, boss, we can also achieve with the process builder, right? Because we are looking into the related records. Okay. I'm not closing the cases which is related to this account. I'm closing the cases which is related to this contacts, and these contacts are related to this account. Okay, that means you are going 2 layers. Okay, 0, 1 and 2. You're going down layers. But process builder, you can go only 1 layer down, not 2 layers. Okay, this is one of the beauty where you are extending your triggers. Let's try to achieve this one. Now tell me, 3 objects are involved. If you understand the situation, very simple, amma. Account status no relation అయిపోయింది అనుకో, ఆ అకౌంట్ కి సంబంధించిన కాంటాక్ట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఆ కాంటాక్ట్ సంబంధించిన కేసెస్ ఉంటాయి కదా, వాటన్నిటిని క్లోజ్ చేయాలన్నమాట. ఇదే రిక్వైర్మెంట్. అయితే ఇన్ దిస్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ 3 ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్: అకౌంట్, కాంటాక్ట్ అండ్ కేసెస్. వాట్ ఈస్ మై అల్టిమేట్ గోల్? Closing these cases is my ultimate goal. When you are going to close these cases, whenever the account status has been changed to no relationship. Now you tell me, trigger on which object?
Account.
Trigger on account.
Account.
Event?
After delete.
Before.
After.
After?
After
Update.
After delete. Why delete? I'm not deleting, right? See what my end user is doing. They'll click on edit button. They'll click on edit button. They change any one of these value to the no relationship. They'll change the status to a no relationship. Means what? They're not deleting. They're not deleting account.
After update.
Exactly.
After.
They are just updating.
After update.
జస్ట్ ఈ 2 చెప్పగలిగితే చాలు. లాజిక్ గురించి తర్వాత 50% అచీవ్ చేసినట్టు. What is your motto is very, what is your goal? What is your motto is very important. My goal is changing the, and my goal is closing the cases. But when that goal has to be happened means whenever the account has been updated to a no relationship. So that's why after successful commit only, then only I can change it. After successful commit. So that's why I didn't go for a before also. ఎందుకంటే బిఫోర్ పెట్టావు ఏమవుతుంది, నో రిలేషన్ పెట్టావు, ఇది చేంజ్ అయ్యే లోపు దీన్ని చేంజ్ చేసేస్తావు, ఇది ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయింది అనుకో, ఇవన్నీ క్లోజ్ అయిపోతాయి కదా, తప్పు కదా. సో అందుకని ఫస్ట్ ఇది కమిట్ అవ్వాలి. అకౌంట్ రికార్డు నో రిలేషన్ కింద స్టేటస్ కన్వర్ట్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాతే then I want to close all the cases. So that's the reason I just went for an after update. Now you guys tell me how to write it. I will write. Hello? Hello guys, you there?
Yes, bro.
Tell me. There is a account trigger. Now which option should I write here? After
After
update.
update.
Yes. If
Trigger dot
trigger dot
Update.
is
is
after
Is
after
after.
and
trigger dot is
is
update.
is update.
Update.
Enough, right? So we know update means in update, what are the trigger context variables we have? A data. New లో ఉంటుందా? న్యూ మ్యాప్ లో ఉంటుంది, ఓల్డ్ లో ఉంటుంది, ఓల్డ్ మ్యాప్ లో కూడా డేటా ఉంటుంది, అవునా కదా? Isn't it or not? You forgot? I'll remember you. Wait. See, after update, we are having new map, old and old map. So anyone you can use it. Now see the code how I am writing. Okay. Use bulkification because not only single account, multiple accounts can be changed, right? Consider account
Account
A
A equal trigger
trigger
dot
dot new. So I am considering with a new change. Now consider only when a account record has changed to no relation.
no re-
Customer, right? Customer status has changed to no relationship. How you can do? Put if condition. Check the present record. Okay. A dot customer.
Customer status.
Okay. Still it is not refresh it. So I'll go from here and I'll take it. What is that customer status? Come here, put it. Feel this is customer status equal to what, which value you want?
Equal to no relation.
Yes, equal to no relationship. Present value must be a no relationship. Okay. And you have to check another condition. Old value must not be a no relationship, right? అంతే కదా, ఓల్డ్ వాల్యూ నో రిలేషన్ ఉండకూడదు. కొత్త వాల్యూ అంటే నో రిలేషన్ కి చేంజ్ అయిన అకౌంట్స్ మాత్రమే తీసుకోవాలి. అంటే నా ఇంటెన్షన్ అంటే ఈ రికార్డ్ మీద ఏ అప్డేట్ అయినా జరగచ్చు. ఓకే, there is any update can be happened on this record. I can change the rating, I can change the phone, I can change the facts, I can change the customer priority. Okay, I can also change the customer status, right? So many updates will be happened, but I want to consider only this update. I want to consider only this update when it changes to the no relationship. సరే, ఒక చిన్న ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఆల్రెడీ ఈ రికార్డు నో రిలేషన్లో ఉంది, మీరు ఏదో ఒక అప్డేట్ చేశారు. ఆల్రెడీ దిస్ రికార్డ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఇన్ ద నో రిలేషన్ స్టేటస్ అండ్ యూ చేంజ్డ్ ఎనీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫీల్డ్ వాల్యూ, యువర్ ట్రిగ్గర్ కెన్ కన్సిడర్ ఇట్, రైట్? బికాస్ ద ప్రెసెంట్ వాల్యూ ఇస్ అ నో రిలేషన్షిప్, right? It should not happen. So you have to check one more condition. That is C. Now it is very good, interesting point. Trigger dot old map dot get off a dot id. What is that? A dot id. What happens if you use like this? Trigger dot old map dot get off id. That means it will use the prior information. What information you want? I want prior information of this one. Not equal to see this condition. This is very, very important. I will talk about this one clearly. We know that, right? Trigger dot new, trigger dot new map
New map. Trigger dot old.
dot old,
Trigger dot old map.
trigger dot old map. Right? Okay. Now, this is the account record, and account record has been some status, okay, as prospect. ఇలా ఉంది. Present status. Present situation. Now, user has updated account record to status as no relation. Now, the account status as no relation. What happens, when you do like this, trigger dot new and new map స్టేటస్ ఫీల్డ్లో ఏముంటుందంటే నో రిలేషన్ ఉంటుంది, రైట్? ఫర్ ట్రిగ్గర్ డాట్ న్యూ అండ్ ట్రిగ్గర్ డాట్ న్యూ మ్యాప్, the same status will be like a prospect for what? This one. The reason is old and old map always deals with the prior information. What is the prior information? Prior is prospect, right? No update చేయక ముందు ఏ వాల్యూ ఉంది? ప్రాస్పెక్ట్ ఉంది. అప్డేట్ చేసిన తర్వాత నో రిలేషన్షిప్ వచ్చింది. సో ఓల్డ్ అండ్ ఓల్డ్ మ్యాప్ ఆల్వేస్ హోల్డ్స్ ద హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ ద డేటా, రైట్? హిస్టరీ ఆఫ్ ద డేటా యాజ్ అ ప్రియర్ హిస్టరీ ఏముంది? ఇందులో వాల్యూ ప్రాస్పెక్ట్ ఉంది. మరి కరెంట్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏం వాల్యూ ఉంది? నో రిలేషన్ ఉంది. సో ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు ఈ లాజిక్ వాడితే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే, వాట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్? మీన్స్ prospect not equal to no relation. Present situation లో వాల్యూ వచ్చేసి నో రిలేషన్ ఉంది, ఓల్డ్ వాల్యూ ఏముంది? ప్రాస్పెక్ట్ ఉంది. రెండు మిస్ మ్యాచ్ అయింది, రైట్? రెండు మిస్ మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాను. అంటే దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంటి? వాల్యూ చేంజ్ అయిందా లేదా అని తెలుస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ యూజింగ్ లైక్ దిస్, ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్ ఈస్, if you're using like this, the meaning of this one is it gives the prior information. If you're writing like this, the meaning of this one is it gives the current value. And if you put not equals, that means you're doing negotiation. You're doing negotiation. That means present value and prior value must be mismatched. That means you can consider there is a change in the value, right? There is a change in the specific value. So you can consider, if you use like this, there is a change in the, there is update in this value, there is update in this field. By writing such kind of a code, you can consider there is a change in this field. There is a change in this field. Okay, there is a change in the field, and I'm expecting the change only, no relation. I don't want to go with the others, so that I can capture all these accounts. Boss, please let me know if anyone is unable to understand this line of code. I'm ready to explain multiple times. You can ask me now. Again, I'll tell you
We
one.
can also
Huh?
we can also write it in other way, I think.
Other way means?
Like if trigger dot new, from that if we take status is equals to prospect and retail, then again another if condition where trigger dot old status is equals to no relation, then we can select the records and then delete.
Not like that, because this is a trigger dot new. Okay. It will have only one value. So far, it is a no relation. It is a trigger dot old. It will have only one value as a prospect. Okay. So instead of writing, what you're trying to say is, we can go for a multiple ifs, right? That's what you're trying to say.
Yes. Yes.
Multiple ifs. In first if, we can consider, or in a second also you can consider like this.
First new and then
Also you can consider like this. Instead of writing two if conditions, we can deal with a single if by just adjusting the and. Because if this condition is satisfied, then you're checking this condition is satisfied, then going inside. That means it's a kind of an and, right? So you can make it in a single line also. That is called code optimization. So I'll go with this one. Okay. You can write, it's your wish. System can accept it. No worries. System can accept it. Any kind of a coding stuff, whatever you write. Okay. Now, here I'm checking. See, నువ్వు ఇలా రాసావు అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే ప్రజెంట్ డేటా ఓల్డ్ డేటా అప్డేట్ అయిందా లేదా అని చెక్ చేసుకోవడానికి. అప్డేట్ అయితే కనుక ఇది ట్రూ ఇస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వెళ్ళి ఈ వాల్యూ ఉందా లేదా చెక్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం ప్రజెంట్ డేటాలో. Now you capture all these account records. So I'll capture.
one more doubt, Shrikant.
Yeah.
If we write here as not equal to no relation, then in that status, if we have another values apart from retail and
that one will consider. X other than no relation value, what are the value it is there, it will come into the picture. But
yes,
according to the
it will be a drawback.
Yes, correct. According to my requirement, I want to consider only the accounts on no relationship. So I want to consider only comes under only the accounts which are updated to the no relationship. If there is no relationship, then only I want to close those accounts, close these contacts, close these cases. So that's the reason. Okay. So I'm gathering all those see code anta already rasindi rastunnanu, కాకపోతే ఇది కొత్తగా ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశాను. ఇది ఒక్కటే ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసింది ఇప్పుడు వరకు. Now let me gather all these account IDs. So I gathered all those account IDs. See, there are many updates will be happened on the account, but I'm not capturing all those things. I'm not holding all those things. I captured only the if an account has been changed to no relation, only those accounts has been taken. Now come out from this for loop and you can check it. If is not empty, if it is not empty, then see this one. You want to query the cases, and from these cases, so you want to query the contacts. From this context, you can go to the cases directly like this. Very simple. See, use first statement. Okay. Or else, yeah, oh, no problem. Contact, write a query, select ID comma account ID from contact, where account ID in you are supplying the account IDs here. That means what? From this you captured A1 ID and you are querying with the A1 ID. That means you will get all these three contacts, C1, C2, C3. Okay, you will get all these contacts. and iterating each and every contact and get these cases, right? So let's write a subquery. So we also know the subqueries like from parent to child. If you want to go from parent to child, you will write a subqueries. So let's see how I'm writing a subquery. A query inside a query. A query inside a query means is nothing but a subquery. This is a new thing what I'm going to be consider. A query inside a query. That's called subquery. When you will go with means a parent to child kind of a relationship. From parent to child. From parent lo undi child information చూడాలి అంటే గనక parent lo undi, when you are in a parent and you want to look into the child, you want to go with an subquery kind of a stuff. Select id comma, okay, status from cases, not case, cases. Let us check whether this query is working fine or not. Come here. How you will check? Put it into the query editor and check whether your query is working or not. Execute. It's saying that something issue SCLECT. See, at a time it is giving the contact data and also giving the related cases information. So that means this query is working fine. So I will use this query. So I will use this query. So that means at a time I have a contacts and their related cases. So now what I will do, okay, I got some cases, right? And their status has to be closed, right? So what I will do, I will have a list of case. CS list will be there. How con dot cases will be available. Okay, cases will be available. అంతే కదా, క్వరీ చేసిన దాన్ని ఇప్పుడు కాంటాక్ట్ ఐడి అనేది కాంటాక్ట్ ఐడి వస్తుంది, కాంటాక్ట్ అకౌంట్ ఐడి అనగానే అకౌంట్ ఐడి వస్తుంది, రైట్? కాంటాక్ట్ ఐడి మీన్స్ దిస్ ఐడీస్ విల్ కమ్, కాంటాక్ట్ అకౌంట్ ఐడి మీన్స్ దిస్ వన్ విల్ కమ్, కాంటాక్ట్ కేసెస్ means this cases will come, but these cases are in a format of an array, right? This format of an array, if you observe this one. So that's the reason I captured in the list. Now you can iterate this data for. Now you can iterate this data. Now you have the cases. Okay, now you are having the cases. So when this one need to be happened means this is an array, right? You can put is empty. If it is not empty, then you consider all this stuff. Then you consider all this stuff, right? That means again filtering the data. Filtering the data is very important because see, this contact has a case, this contact has a case, this contact is also has a case, but this contact do not have a cases. Then why should I consider this one? That means eliminating this C3, eliminating this C3, okay, eliminating this C3, considering only C1 and C2. Right? So CS dot status equal to closed. I just making for all those cases, whatever who are available in this account, those cases will be a closed. Now you capture all those cases into a collection variable. This is a common right now, every day we are writing. Case CS update list equal to new list of case. Dot add, make it as CS. So I just captured that cases and making the status as closed and capturing into the collection variable. Come out of this if condition, come out of this for loop, come here, you can put it if is not empty, is not empty, then you do something like, update. So now you are updating all these cases. Again, I will explain you all this code. Okay, let me see the execution of this one. Okay, so if it is working fine, I can explain you again all this code. This is a real-time example where I have been given you. Okay, in your project, whenever the account has been changed to the no relationship, okay, that related contacts, related cases must be closed. That's what our requirement is. Okay, so now, so this Cool Mint dealers is an account record. They are having a prospects, okay, and they're having some cases, three contacts are available. For each and every contact, the respective cases are there and status is already in the new. Now, when my agent come here, they change it to the no relation and clicking on the save. Okay, clicking on the save. Right, record has been saved successfully with a no relationship. Now come to this contact. These two cases must be closed. Refresh this screen. See, two cases has been closed successfully. And this case has to be closed. See, it is closed successfully. And you don't have any cases. So nothing will be happened here. So nothing is happened. See, whenever the account status has been changed to the no relationship, then the respective contacts related cases has been closed. So that is the beauty. Now let us see, let's understand this one again. See, you updated a trigger. That updation will be available in this trigger.new and you consider. There are many updations will be happened. Okay, but I don't want to consider many updations. Whenever the customer status has been changed to no relation, only that account has to be captured. I captured that account. And even I am not capturing the complete account record. I'm capturing the account ID and I capture that into an account set. So based on that account ID, I queried the contacts information. Based on that account IDs, I queried the contacts information. That means I'm having the contacts. So there is an option to go for a subquery. So I just went for a subquery. Directly you can get the cases also. So this is the way how I got a cases and I'm iterating each and every case and I closed those cases. So how I got it, how you will get this ID? Contact ID means the contact ID will come. Contact account ID means contact related account ID will come. Similarly, contact cases means that cases records will come. All these cases records will be in the format of a list. So that's why I captured in the list. Then I supplied that to a for loop. Okay, each and every contact is iterating. It's a common code. It's a common normal code. From day one onwards, we are writing. Okay, the only challenge today is this one and this subquery. Other than that, rest of the things are the common. We are continuing every day. Everything is a variable declaration. This is a variable declaration. This is a variable declaration. Okay, and these are condition checks. These are condition checks, and you assign a data to a collection variable, and this is a condition check, and this is a query statement. Okay, variable declaration. Variable declaration. You added a data to a collection variable, and you supplied a DML statement. Okay, so before writing a code, you have to understand the code. Okay, I'll give you a situation for you. Please try it here. You try this situation. You try these two situations what I delivered today. So before delete and after update. And after completion of this today's session, okay, you have to be concentrate. See, we have contacts. There is a contact called C1 with last time as switch. and the phone as 555 666 and email as something info@switch.com. Okay. A contact one is available with this information. Okay. And there is another contact called C2 with the name as Srikanth and phone as 99444 and the email as sri@switch.com. See this. Two contacts are available with a different data. Now, when you're trying to create a contact 3, existing, we have to show error message. That means not to store duplicate data. That means what I'm trying to say is, if I'm trying to insert account, if I'm trying to insert a contact, if I'm trying to insert a contact, let's say C3, right? Already this data is available in the system, then I should not allow it. Because already this data is available in the contact, right? Already this data is available in the contact. So not to allow the duplicates, not to store the duplicate data. You understood, guys?
Yes.
Yes, bro.
So how you identify whether the contact is duplicate or not means, you can consider with last name, phone and email. If these three values are matching, you can consider it as a duplicate data. Let us say, for example, I'm trying to create another record. You consider it as a C4. If I'm trying to create another record as like a C4, okay, but there is a change in the phone number. Okay, allow them to, you have to allow it. Okay, you have to allow it because there is a difference in the phone number. Even though last name and email is same, but there is a difference in the phone number. Allow it to store it. Okay, allow it to store it. Okay, so try to achieve these three situations today. Okay, I'll post this video immediately right away. So go through it, get some questions and post me in the WhatsApp group. So we are there. Okay, so initial level, it could be very difficult for us, okay, to understand. That's why I put more concentration on fundamentals. That's why it took, much time on the fundamentals, means only because of these reasons. See, I never introduced too much code also. We know how to declare a set variable. We know how to write a for each loop, right? This is the new thing what we have been introduced. And that too, it's a condition check and condition check. Okay, this represents the Boolean representation and we are collecting the data. And we know this is a query. Okay, but what is the new thing what we have learned today is we can also write a query inside a query. When you go with a query inside a query means from parent to child, only one layer. From parent to child, if I go, I can go with this subquery. So that's it, not more than that. Similarly, if you consider this situation, this is not at all a much code. Okay, see, we know trigger bulkification, and there's a condition check. The only new thing is logged in user variable. That means user info.get user ID. This is a new thing. That's it. Rest of the things are the common. Okay, every day we are working. All this comes under fundamentals. Okay, so be strong in the fundamentals. Then rest of the things will be very simple. Very, very simple. Okay. Anyway, so that's it for today. We'll see in the tomorrow session. Tomorrow at 8:30 exact. Thank you, guys.